Hey YouTube, this is your girl Amber Gonzalez from Amber Gonzalez TV, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about how Spanish changed my English. So I know a lot of you all can relate with this because this is a common thing that's happening to bilingual people. I'm sure if you speak Italian, you have ways that Italian have changed your English. So today that's what I'm going to give you all some examples of how I've been sounding like a foreigner nowadays. So let's just state the obvious. Talking in present tense. I was messaging someone on Instagram the other day, and I was sitting on a flight, and the other flight attendant was sitting next to me. We were deadheading to another destination, and I showed him the message, and the person had asked me my age, and I had asked them back. I was like, well, why do you ask? And I was showing the flight attendant our messages, and he immediately was like,
it's why did you ask, not why do you ask.
And I'm sitting here like, okay. So this next example, this is just something I picked up on when I was living in Atlanta. I was in the middle of transitioning from like one apartment to a different one. So what had happened was the church members at the Spanish church that I was attending, a lot of the congregation was a lot of Mexican people and Honduran and Guatemalan people. Brother Glestin had opened up his home to me, so I was staying in his place until it was for like maybe a week or so until I had transitioned to my new place. But it was him and a whole bunch of Mexicans, right? And it's funny because I picked up on this bad habit, and to this day sometimes I have to think about it. You know how we say, see, I don't even know how to say it in English, it's happening again. Okay, you know how you put in your clothes to wash, right? I'm doing it right now. I don't even know the right way to say it in English. I guess wash your clothes, put it to wash. Like, y'all don't even understand the struggle, okay? This is the struggle of being bilingual, period. Like the way you speak in Spanish, sometimes it'll come out when you're speaking English. This happens to me all the freaking time. It's a little nerve-wracking at times because you'll have people constantly trying to correct you in English. That's just the bottom line. So something else. I know y'all understand what I'm saying about this. The miras, the peros, the entonces, those words, right?
Why am I talking English?
But in the middle of my sentences, I'm saying pero, entonces, mira. Listen, I'm talking to my girlfriend, right, on the phone. I'm like,
Chantel, girl, what are you talking about? Let me tell you, mira.
You don't even know how. Or if she's saying something to me and I'm like, girl, look. Instead of just saying look, I'll be like, okay, girl, mira, I'll tell you right now. And she'll be like,
what did you just call me?
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Did you just call me a mirror?
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. It just comes out naturally, and it's annoying. Now, this one actually I think is a little common. This might be something that's normal for people. The verb poner is very common to put that in front of certain words in Spanish. You know, to pay attention is poner atención, right? But here's the thing. Poner is to put, atención is attention. So poner atención, you're literally saying to put attention. In English, it don't work that way. That's why you always hear people say you can't direct translate every single thing from Spanish to English or English to Spanish. It's so crazy because I don't know who I was telling this to, but I was like, listen, girl,
don't put attention to it.
Like, what? Don't put attention to it. And I had thought about it, like, and it's so annoying at times because people literally will be sitting there correcting you in English as if you don't know the correct way to say it. Sometimes I don't know the correct way to say it in English. Hell, the other times I might know the correct way to say it in English, but at the time I just kind of forgot. But I don't need you correcting me every 5 minutes on it's supposed to be do, or it's supposed to be did, or it's supposed to be should, or it's supposed to be haven't, or
okay, girl, okay.
So y'all, like, you know, I'm being funny, I'm making jokes about it now, you know, like, y'all, look how Spanish done changed my English. But to be honest, y'all, I'm paying for it right now. I'm really going through it because you all know that I'm trying to complete these 40 hours of training, medical training, so that I can get my national certification as a medical interpreter. Y'all, this interpretation game is no freaking joke. It's funny because in Atlanta, that's all I really did. I worked as a translator, worked as an interpreter, and they're not really looking for certification. They just need people that can speak Spanish and can you communicate or not. They don't care about grammatical errors. Who gives a freaking crap? Did you understand what he said? Did he understand you? And to be honest, that is all that matters. However, I'm like, I need to get certified, and it's a lot of stuff that even native speakers don't understand or don't know when it comes to interpreting. So that is something that's it's a hassle because yes, I can interpret from English into Spanish, but sometimes when they say it in Spanish, yes, I understand what they said. Like, yo entiendo todo, ¿verdad? Si tú me hablas en español, yo entiendo todo sin problema. Pero el problema es, the problem is, I understand it in Spanish, but why can't I make it make sense in English? And that's my issue now, even going through the interpretation courses that I'm taking. Some people think being an interpreter is just, oh, just repeating it in Spanish, Spanish to English. Not necessarily, because things don't always make sense. You have to, sometimes you have to interpret the expression versus the word for word, because word for word don't make sense. I gave you an example, poner atención, right? I can't say in English to put attention. That it makes no sense. I'm struggling. My English, either I'm just really forgetting all the English grammar rules, or I know something, because this is cray. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any examples of how Spanish have changed your English, or how Chinese changed your English, Italian, Portuguese, whatever it is that you speak, leave your comments below. I want to read them. And sí, hermanos, gracias por ver. Eso es todo y hasta luego. Bye.